So I'm just going to get straight to it, my people. What it do? This is your boy FJ3000, man. I want to welcome you guys back to a brand new episode of Hot Off the Press. And it's the NBA Finals, man. We got the Nuggets versus the Heat. A lot of people kind of was going 50-50 on the Nuggets making it, but I'm sure a lot of people didn't have the Heat making it. I know I didn't, but shout out to the Heat. Shout out to the Heat. That's the first team I'm going to give a shout out to. And the reason why is because this is like a first-class organization. You got Pat Riley. I think the owner name is Mickey. I want to say Mickey Arison or something like that. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. You got Alonzo Mourning. You got Eric Spoelstra. Just a first-class, world-class organization. They keep everything classy, and they stick together, and they play really good ball. You got to remember, man, the Heat are out there with some undrafted players, man. Let's give a big shout out to the guys that work hard, that put the work in and went undrafted. People like Gabe Vincent, Max Strus, Caleb Martin. Who else you got? Duncan Robinson. These guys are a big portion of this team. They help in so many different ways, and they went undrafted. That's big when an organization can pick a player out and see what his potential is and bring him on, and they playing big time minutes in the NBA Finals. So big shout out to Miami. They play so well. They play so well. When it look like they ain't got it going, they find a way. Now, Boston made a series out of it, ended up pushing it to 7. But, man, Miami walked into Boston like it was a cakewalk in that Game 7. Big shout out to the Miami Heat. Them guys, they will be ready. Jimmy Buckets, Hemi Buckets, or whatever you want to call him, he will be ready to play. And his troops will be ready to play. Now, on the flip side of that, the Denver Nuggets. When I say a team that's good at just about every aspect of the game, you know, Denver and the UConn Huskies remind me a lot of each other. Just from watching the NCAA tournament, the way UConn walked through that tournament like it was preseason. And Denver pretty much doing the same thing in the NBA playoffs. They're literally walking through the playoffs. Like they walked through the Lakers like it was nothing. Now, don't get me wrong. Every game was a pretty good game. Every game was a winnable game for the Lakers. But at the end of the day, the Lakers got swept. And Denver walked through that series. Was it tough? Was it hard? Of course, it's the NBA. Man, but Denver, they cut, they backdoor you, they move. Jokic, he makes some crazy shots. And when Murray is on, oh my goodness, you can pretty much cancel Christmas, New Year's, your birthday, whatever it is, you can cancel it. And you got people like Porter Jr. that's knocking down shots. KCP playing hard on both ends of the court. Bruce Brown, Jeff Green. I mean, Aaron Gordon, they are big. They got so many people that they can put on Jimmy Butler till it ain't even funny. And I'm not saying they're going to stop him because it's hard to stop anybody in this league. But to frustrate them, to make that shot harder, they got people that they can put on him. What type of series do I think it's going to be? I think it's going to be tough. I think it's going to be physical. I think the refs are going to pretty much let them play a little bit. But it should be a good series. You got two teams that's not really big on star power. Now, don't get me wrong. Jokic is one of the top guys in this league. But it's just as far as names, Jokic ain't going to be one of the first names that come out of our mouth. That's not going to be one of the first guys that you say, I want on my team. That don't mean I don't want him on my team, but that's not going to be one of the first guys that we automatically pick. Jimmy Butler, probably not going to be one of the first guys that we automatically pick when you say, I'm finna build a team. So it's some great players here, but it's just a big time star power. The LeBrons versus Steph Curry, the LeBron versus KD, all of that type of stuff. We don't have that. We don't have that. So this is gonna be a dogfight. I do expect the Nuggets to win this series just because I think they're a little bit bigger. I think they're going to play a little bit more physical. And Murray, from what I've seen, Murray got it on his mind. Jimmy Butler even got something to play for. Jimmy Butler been bouncing around a little bit. And it's one thing that I saw at the end of the Eastern Conference Finals when they were doing the trophy presentation. I think Bam tried to give Jimmy Butler the Eastern Conference trophy. And Jimmy was like, nah, I'm good. I'll hold the next one. Like stuff like that, man. I love it. I love it. Like when you say, nah, I'm good, I'll hold the next. Now, I don't think he's gonna hold the next one. But for him to feel that way and think that way, and the way he carry himself on the court, the way he shows up every night, the way he have his team ready every night, Spoelstra have them boys ready every night. Denver come ready every night. So it's going to be a great series. I want you guys to tell me who you got, but I'm taking Nuggets. I'm going 4-2 Nuggets. It's going to be a tough one, but I'm simply going with the Nuggets because the Joker, I mean, he's going to be hard to stop. I think Murray is going to have some really good games. But you got to remember, these guys for Houston, they can knock down shots. Caleb Martin is playing out this world. This guy is heading towards $100 million. Somebody going to have to give him that bread the way he's playing. So you got you got guys on both teams that knock down timely shots. It ain't about your role player giving you 14 to 18 points a night. It's about timely shots. And you got players on both teams that can do both. You got players on both teams that are moving. They just not standing. Trying to see what my star player gonna do. No, they moving, they cutting. So shout out to the Nuggets. Shout out to the Heat. I got the Nuggets 4-2. And I want to know what you guys think. Who you rolling with? You got Nuggets, you got Heat. Once again, this is your boy 3000, and I appreciate you guys for watching. Peace.